so we have to use this keyboard.
Okay. Now they can record.
Okay. So online students, now you can record. 好。
喂，老师。
你们好。
好，老师 ，we want to record. Permission to record.
No, you can. The monitor already gave you the permission.
Yes.
Okay, 老师 ，okay.
Okay.
Now everyone can record those. Yes, you have to agree with you.
Okay, now we can start our class. Okay, 好，我们看一看let's see our topic. Still remember how to say that in Chinese? How do you say machinery, mechanics? No one knows?
机械。
很好，机械机械。So last week we finished the first, second, and third part in the middle. Remember this one? 纺车。好，我们看一看这个纺车。Last time we talked about 纺车how to use 纺车make cotton, change cotton into the thread. So in this class, we'll continue to introduce the cloth and weaving part. So I mute them first. I mute you first. Later I have questions, then I will unmute you. Can you guess the function of 花楼机? Yeah. Last part we mentioned cotton, right? So actually in ancient China, cotton is for the common people to do the clothes. The most precious clothing material was, do you know what is it? 很好, silk. Yeah. So this machine is to weaving silk. So we can see here there are two layers, the first layer, the upper layer, and we will see a video how to use this 花楼机.
"中国丝织技艺已经有7000年的历史了。经过不断的改良与进步，逐渐形成了这些色泽光丽、 状如天上云彩的锦缎，被称作云锦。在中国古代，只有皇宫里的权贵才能享用云锦。古代帝王还在南京设立了织造府，专门生产制作御用的云锦。
It says in ancient China, only emperors, the very important people, can use silk. And this place is especially for weaving silk.
在中国古代，只有皇帝的衣服才能使用龙的形象，所以被称为龙袍。
And only emperors can use the dragon image.
在北京定陵的墓葬里出土了一件明朝万历皇帝陪葬的云锦龙袍，可是经过漫长的岁月，龙袍已经破损，只剩一些残片。但从缕缕残片中，依然可以看到当时云锦织造工艺的精湛。
So this is the dragon robe for
长500
emperor.
米，宽1.4米的庞然大物，正是制造云锦所使用的大花楼体滑制剂。虽然经过了千百年的改良，但结构依然很复杂。
And the structures are very
只因为
complicated.
分上下2层，
You can see just now we mentioned upper story and the lower story. And the lower story is this person. He sits here.
由2人共同操作。
And 2 people cooperate
上
this
面的
machine
在画
together.
负责发送指令，
And the upper person, this one, is responsible for sending the information. You can see here the cloth, the thread here. Actually, they show the information of the pattern.
依据锦绳记录的位置和颜色提拉经线。下面的织手收到指令后，在对应位置和颜色
And
穿
when
梭
the
引线，
lower
再
weaver
打工
get
相当于
information,
敲击键盘，织手面前的织造面相当于呈现图案的电脑屏幕。一件龙袍结绳的信息有上百万条，这需要百万次循环往复的制造才能完成。我们所看到的云锦，都是这样一点一滴的制造而成的。
so that's why it's very precious. You can see every time, just this
即使
little
是配合默契的老师傅，一天也仅能织出几厘米，足以看得
a
出
few
云锦的
centimeters
珍贵。
for in one day.
复原明朝万历皇帝的龙袍，整整用了3年的时间。
And this robe, they
龙袍
spent
身长
2 years.
134厘米，袖长240厘米。龙袍图案只有540只仙鹤，540只灵芝，以及1045个金色的寿字，还只有18条姿态色彩各不相同的龙纹。 高超的云锦工艺，一次性制造完成，使得龙袍更加精妙绝伦，是云锦制造工艺中的绝世精品。作为世界级的非物质文化遗产，云锦是中国丝织工艺史上的里程碑。 华美绝伦的精工细织，展示着文明古国的锦绣传奇。
这是花楼机。 just now, what's the work for the upper person? Yes, to send data or send information. And the information contains the pattern. And what does she do? Yeah, she just weave. She just do this according to the data to weave the cloth. 好，那这个叫什么？什么名字？对，就叫花楼机literally means a flower building machine because it's like a building, right? 机 is machine. 好，那这个是 weaving machine, silk weaving machine. Let's see this one. 这个怎么读 ？How to read in Chinese？ 对，背中香炉Can you guess what's this? What's this for? For flower. Any other ideas? Do you know the meaning of this one? The first character. 被 What's 被？被子。I show you the literal meaning, okay? Literally means incense burner inside the quilt. So this thing, we can put this, do you know incense burner? Yeah, we can put the incense burner here and it won't fall down. So then we can put the whole thing into the quilt to keep warm. And also smells very good. Let's see how this thing works.
1970年，这件葡萄花鸟纹银香囊在陕西何家村的唐代遗宝中被考古工作者发现。区别于普通的丝质香囊，它通体银质镂空，葡萄缠枝，花鸟相依。1000多年前的美好景象，被工匠们定格在了这小小的香囊之上。这种银质香囊在唐代可是只有妃嫔贵族们才可使用的稀罕之物。它有着一个特殊的名字——背中香炉。
背中香。
在那个海纳百川、豪迈洒脱的唐代，无论男女，能征服他们的却是这可人的香气。人们将香炉中的香料点燃，随身佩戴，甚至至于床幔的四角。而神奇之处在于，即使左右上下摇晃香炉，点燃的香料始终不会放大。透过这小小的香炉，仿佛那个盛世的大唐就在眼前。其实，在陕西省科技馆中也有一件叫背中香炉的展品。不过，为了让大家能够更加直观地看到背中香炉内部的结构，科技馆将香炉的直径放大到了惊人的120厘，并且通体铜制，体积和重量都是原香炉的数百倍。整个球体的构造十分精巧，外部以铜制镂空金属包覆，内部有几个轴心线相互垂直的金属环构成。 中央
So
轴
this
心这里
clever
有着一
device
个
is
放置
we
香
can
料的香
always
鱼，
keep upright.
如果晃动香炉，任凭它如何旋转，点燃香料的容器始终处于水平位置，丝毫不用担心点燃的香料溅出。即使放进被窝中，也同样安全。被中香炉的名字便由此传开。其实，要使一个具有一定重量的物体不至于倾斜翻倒，最佳的方法是采用支点悬挂的方式。被中香炉正是利用了这一原理，将香鱼悬挂在两边各有一个轴孔的内持平环中。当内持平环呈水平位置时，香鱼因自身重量便不会左右倾斜翻倒，但前后的翻倒无法避免，所以在轴向上再做一个更大的持平环，将悬挂香鱼的内持平环悬挂在外持平环上，并使两环的轴孔正好垂直，轴心线的夹角为90度。就这样，中心随重心作用，无论香炉怎么转动，里面香鱼总是稳定朝上。现代生活中，我们乘坐的飞机、轮船，甚至日常生活中使用的稳定器和手机，
So
都
they
有着被中
also
香炉
use the
内
similar
部结构
principle.
的身影。2000多年前，葡萄从西域传到中国，而被中香炉的精巧结构也通过丝绸之路传播到了世界，也成为影响世界的100个中国古代发明之一。香气四溢，绕悬梁，
And the 香气 here means
千年
good smell.
见
香。
盛唐。
好，这是什么？对，被中香炉啊，被 quilt 啊 ，inside the quilt 被中 ，and this thing you can call it 香炉，香 good smell。好，它是怎么用的？What's the function of this thing？
Something for the smell.
Yeah, why do we use this? Anyone want to share your ideas? You can.
We use it for the for the good smell.
Oh, for the good smell.
The good smell.
For good smell. Okay. Good smell is one reason why we use it. Another great function is to keep warm because of the fire. So can keep warm in winter. You can put it into the quilt. 这是被中香炉。Now we come to the part 4 about communication and also transportation. But this topic you've learned in 张老师's class, right? 交通。So I just chose two representatives of transportation. 这个 did they mention? Did she mention this thing?
Yeah.
季里古车。它是 odometer cart. It's like the taxi. 我们看一下它是怎么工作的。
睇下呢架無形車，無形車上面有個公仔，每當車行滿1里路，
This is
就
Cantonese
敲一下
instruction.
因為有呢個特點，架車就叫做記利古車。
G is
東
to
漢碼
report.
上書論記利古車嘅
里
名站，
is the unit.
可見中國人應該喺公元1世紀之前發明呢種車嘅。 科技史專家參考古書記載，確定記里古車嘅操作原理係車行嗰陣，車輪轉動，車輪內側齒輪帶動車底齒輪轉動，變換成特輪槓桿作用。使用人抬手擊鼓，車輪內側齒輪同車底齒輪嘅次數比例，令車輪會轉動100圈，車底齒輪就轉動1周。使木人擊鼓1次。由於車輪周長較到100圈總長1里，於是木人每一次擊鼓就表
So
示車
1里
行咗
is
1里
5
路啦。
meters.
現代汽車嘅記里器亦都係運用呢個原理嘅。
这是记里古车。G is to record li 5 meters. So every 5 meters, this car, we can say cart traveled, they will do this 打鼓, play the drums. This one. 这个是指南车 ，south pointing chariot, or say the vehicle. So 指 is to point to 南 south. 看一下它这个地方。A geared mechanism inside, differential motion of the wheels driving the gears. So when you turn, it will like record how many degrees you turn. And this one will also like react to this little person. So he will also always point to south. 我们看一看这个指南车。Let's see what happened inside.
这是宋史《渔夫志》里面记载的音速指南车。这种指南车有一个很大的缺点，就是它转弯的时候必须停下来，转完了之后它可以继续往前走。这是插动指南车，这种指南车在转弯的时候它不需要停下来，而且它比音速指南车的误差要小很多。我们叫它插动指南车，因为它上
The
面使用
secret
了插
is
动
the
轮系。
geared
所
mechanism.
谓插动轮系呢，就是具有2个或2个以上的自由度，也就是说它可以有2个或2个以上的输入。这里呢，左轮跟右
So
轮
when you turn,
分别是它们
the
的2个
left
输入。
wheel and the right wheel have different speeds.
我们先来看它左边的结构。
The left
左边的车
structure
轮通过舵轮带动中间的一个齿轮，这个齿轮是放在最下边的。右边的车轮呢，是通过一个舵轮带动中间的齿轮，中间的齿轮呢是放在上边的。再来看中间的结构，就是下边的齿
the
轮，
middle part.
中间呢是4个行星轮，行星架呢和中间的竖杆是固定的。
These 4 little wheels
这
will
是
go
上面的
round.
齿轮，下上2个齿轮是分别由左右两个车轮进行驱动。当上边的齿轮和下边的齿轮转速相等的时候，中间的行星轮它只做自转，而不做
So
公转。
when the speed is the same, which means go straight, you can see this one will not move.
当上下2轮的转速有差异的时候，
There are difference
行星
between
轮
the
它不
upper
仅要
wheel
做
and the
自
right
转， 还有
wheel.
公转。
You can see this one
公转
will
的同时呢，
also go
行
round.
星架带动了中间
And
的
this thing
竖
is
杆
connected
做动，
with
竖杆
the
上面呢就
upper
是小木
person
人，
who point
这
to
样
south.
就可以调整小木人的指向。 最后通过计算控制好各齿轮之间的传动比，就可以使小木人在行进的过程中正好抵消掉车身的旋转，这样子它就可以一直指向南方，这就是插指南车的原理。
Just to show the direction, and the people will can get it. You can use people or use word. Yeah, yes. The function is just like compass. So it's not like really need to carry things. No, just show the direction. And this thing was used before we have the compass. We know the magnificent theory. Which year? I need to check. Long ago. 好，这个是指南车。After class, I will search for which year. 好的，these are two representatives of transportation. Now we can talk about some modern achievements related to machinery. Just now we talked too many Asian things. 看一下。我们在哪儿啊 ？Where are we? 很好，湖南 Province, 长沙 City, right? 好 ，So this one is 湖南工程机械走向世界。I will introduce some mechanical achievements about 湖南。看一看这个，Can you guess what are they doing? 对，他们在跳舞，they are dancing 那这是什么？这个yeah, in Chinese we call it 挖掘机对的 excavators 好 ，so they are like transformers in this show. So here is the screenshot from this news video. Let's see. There are some other performances these excavators or bulldozers doing. Like street dancing. And this, 他在做什么？Riding, doing the Chinese Asian calligraphy. 这个呢？他在 cutting the watermelon. Yeah. And this one, he held the glasses but didn't break it. So this are all like shows in this exhibition. Yeah, let's see. This exhibition, CICE, Changsha International Construction Equipment Exhibition. Just now we see the excavators. They do different things like street dancing, calligraphy, cutting watermelons. That's not the main function. They just show how good the machines work. 我看一下这个 this exhibition. It is held every 2 years. And the first time it was in 2019. 在长沙. And it's always in the middle of May. You can see here. 2019年5月15到18日. And last year we also held this one for the second time, 5月19到22. So next year, 2023年, we will also have the third one. Yeah, if you are still in Changsha, you can go to see the performance. 我们看一下这个 in this exhibition, there are 1,200 companies take part in this exhibition. The data is from the first time, 2019 that time. And these companies, they will show their best and latest and the most welcome, the most popular equipments or say machinery on this exhibition. And they will show to 150,000 industry professionals. So these people from 100 countries and regions. 这是长沙香江 River and 橘子洲 Juice Island. So Hunan province has a strong standing in this field, construction machinery. When you build some like houses, high buildings, we need to use the construction machinery. There are 4 of the world's top 50 enterprises of construction machinery based in Changsha. Do you know any one of them? 这个 Sunny 3一，这个知道吗？好，这个是对的很好 Zoomlion 中联重科。So these two are the most famous companies in Changsha about construction machinery. And the third one is 山河智能 Sunwork, and this one is 铁建重工 and the English name is very long. I remember it's like China Railway Construction Heavy Industry Cooperated. 对，这是有4家 top 50 4家。那我们看一看 why was there a rapid rise in construction machinery manufacturing in Changsha? Why is in Changsha? 首先 about the history. In 1978, R&D base for China's construction machinery was made in Changsha. And here R&D means research and development. 我们下课了是吗 ？Time's up. 好，那我们先休息10分钟，好吗 ？We have 10-minute break. Next, continue. Wow. Not the same. It's in
Yeah, I opened it. Yeah, this morning, this evening.
from from
Okay, okay, I get it.
another classroom.
This one also for another classroom. I need to be back.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. 终于有这个解。我忘了。
可以，可以，可以。
Later I will. 好，我们准备上课，到时间了。Time for second class. Just now, the student, he who asked the time about 指南针, you right? I searched. It was set in Xizhou Dynasty, and this dynasty is about 1046 BC to 711 BC, the year. But this one is just it was set in this year, but it's recorded. The documents show it's in 三国就是220到280这个时间，1000 years ago. 好，我们可以继续啊。Continue. Just now we mentioned why is in Changsha has the rapid rise. So in this year, actually this year was very important to China in China's history. If you know a little bit Chinese history, in this year, you know. Okay, so in this year, China made a new policy called 改革开放. It means reform and opening up. So before this year, China just closed the door and do their own business. But after, or say from this year, China opened up, opened the door and do international interaction or communication. So from this year, China's economy, or like all aspects, improved a lot. Okay, let's see. We mentioned this history reason, but not owning this. We also have other reason. One is urbanization. Now, there are more and more cities. you can see when I was very young, Changsha is not as big as it is now. Changsha is very small. So here it's like very far suburbs. But here you can see now we have like hilarious supermarkets, some different things around our campus. So in the process of urbanization, more roads, or say railways, bridges, and also houses, buildings are built. Yeah, when we need to build these things, we need the equipment, construction equipment. So there is a rising demand of high technology equipment. So here are some equipments. And another reason is that Hunan province, they made some plans and seize the opportunity of the urbanization and also acquire new technologies, absorb best practices, because if you just know the knowledge, you don't know how to use it, it's useless. Okay, and we also add self-development innovations, some new ideas, original ideas into our products. That's the reason part. 看一下 this one, just now we mentioned high technology. So now we face more new revolutionary technologies. And also we have the 5G coming, the 5G era. So the government has made plans to do these things. One is encourage innovation, not always mimic others, but also do our own new things. And also facilitate smart and digital transformation. Yeah, since those steps has been done, Hunan has become China's largest manufacturing base for construction machinery. We can see from the data, this is the data from public data, percentage of Hunan's revenue. Revenue, you know. Okay, revenue for construction machinery in national total. So we have 34 provinces and some regions, special regions in the whole China, but Hunan accounts for 26%, over 1/4, so it's very large. 这是什么？知道吗？高铁 high-speed railways. So here, when we have each coaches, we need to equip them together. So this process, high-speed trains are equipped with a large number of devices developed by a locomotive company in Hunan. So this company called Zhong something 机所 the company is in Zhuzhou. Have you been this city? Very close to Changsha, just beside. And if you drive from our school to that company area, I think takes 40 minutes. So it's very, very near. Okay, now we see the video about this news.
Hello, welcome to China Mosaic and welcome to China.org.cn. In a special outdoor arena in Hunan's capital city, Changsha, a crowd has gathered around the performances of street dancing, cup stacking, and Chinese calligraphy. Yet these familiar feats of skill are not acted by dexterous youth, but by bulky, lumbering excavators and bulldozers. This heavy machinery gala was staged on the sidelines of the 2019 Changsha International Construction Equipment Exhibition held in May Nearly 1,200 Chinese and foreign companies showed their latest products in front of 150,000 industry professionals from over 100 countries and regions. Host city Changsha also had the chance to showcase its achievements to the global industry. Hunan province has a strong standing in the construction machinery community, with 4 of the world's top 50 enterprises based in the provincial capital Changsha. The city's rapid rise in construction machinery manufacturing is worth the world's notice and discussion. In 1978, Changsha became an R&D base for China's construction machinery, but the industry did not really take off until 2 decades later. Over the ensuing years, China's drive towards urbanization resulted in the building of more railways, roads, and housing, which then led to a rising demand for high-tech equipment. Hunan seized the opportunity and established itself by acquiring new technologies and absorbing best practices, then adding self-developed innovations to its products. Today, faced with a new wave of revolutionary technologies and the coming 5G era, the Hunan provincial government has made plans to encourage innovation and facilitate the industry's smart and digital transformation. Hunan has now become China's largest manufacturing base for construction machinery, with its revenue accounting for 26% of the country's total. The province has also nurtured several leaders of the industry. China's high-speed trains are equipped with a large number of devices developed by a locomotive company in Hunan, and the AI-enabled excavator you saw at the start of this video was developed by Sunny Heavy Industry Cooperation Limited, which demonstrates the highly developed technologies in AI system and operational precision. What Hunan has achieved was not only attributable to innovations in technologies, business models, and management methods, but also due to its active participation in global competition and cooperation. This year marks the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China.
Because China was founded in
while representing the emergence of the Central and the Western hinterlands, has also epitomized China's dramatic transformations in the past 7 decades. Thank you for watching.
Thank you. Just now we mentioned the 4 top 50 enterprises. Now we focus on the most famous 2. So hope you can remember the Chinese way to say the company. You can try to read. 三一重工 Yeah, 重 means heavy industry. 工作工业 industry. So 三一 the English name, I think they just chose the four letters in pinyin. It's easy to pronounce. 三一. And this one, Zoom Lion. 这个叫中联重科. 科 is you can understand it as 科学 science. 重 heavy. So 中联 they also choose like the similar letter 中 Zoom 联 lion. And Zoom Lion also has the better meaning, a good meaning in English. Yeah, let me ask. 这个怎么说？什么公司？三一什么？三一重工。这个呢？中联重科。好，我们看一下。So these are their equipments, their machine products. 这个是三一重工的。然后这个I'm not sure what's this machine, but you can see the logo Zoom Lion. Yeah, maybe. 好，and there are also 2 promotional videos about these 2 companies. Later when we have time lapse, we will watch. Okay. So this part we skip. Let's come to this. 他是谁？ Iron Man 啊，你看他的手啊，the hand. So it's a mechanical hand or arm. We call it 机械手. Yeah, you can say 机械手. And the arm is 臂，手臂。好， you can try to pronounce 机械手臂。好 ，So do you think it will come true or not? No. Yes. Yeah. If no, I cannot not continue to introduce. Okay. Let's see whether it has come true or not. In the following story, this is the main character. In this story, 他的名字 his name is 古月这是他。So let's see what happened in his life. Yeah, from this picture, can you guess what happened in his life? Yeah, you look very carefully, right? So here, yeah, let's see. In an accident, he lost his left hand and part of the arm. 好，这一个人，他叫黄奇。Anyone know the characters? 不错，人工智能手臂工程师。This one I think you know. Engineer 工程师。Yeah, I think some of you are the future engineers 工程师。好，那他做了什么 ？What did he do to help？ 对，机械手你猜到了。Can see the background This is the job. His job. 人工智能 AI Artificial Intelligence 手臂研发工程师。好 ，Let's see. 看一下，you know, for us, we can just move because our brain can control our body very, how do you say? Yeah, very okay. So brain and consciousness, how did they work? And how did brain control body, control our limbs? Here means arms and legs. And can we add machinery with our brain to make like half robots? So that's what Huang Qi does in his job, mechanical limbs. 我们看一看this is a science fiction or reality. 这是他们this is his team. They are doing research about human-machine interface. That means how to combine our human brains with the outside machines. 这个here is a very professional word. Brain electrode. 电极. You know, when we want to move the hand, first we have the intention, we have an idea, and then the nerve will generate the brain wave, and then it will come to the hand or the arm. So it will transmit messages between brain and body. But for Gu Yue, he lost his hand. So how did Huang Qi help? Let's see. 看一看这个图片So first thing is I think it's this part outside electrode. And when we put outside electrode on the surface of the skin, and then your intention of action from the brain will generate electrical signal of muscle activity. And this thing, this 机械手, inside this 机械手there's intelligence decision module. So in this module, the electrical signal will be transformed into the real action. So that's how our brain control the electrical, mechanical arms. 那这个是 human machine nerve control system. This is the main job for Huang Qi's team. You can see the pictures here. In this 机械手臂 there are more than 70 types of these components and more than 200 components of high tech. AI with nerve control can make the 机械手臂 flexible and precise to hold things. 这个是古月，这个是黄芪。So their team invited Gu Yue to be a tester to test whether their 机械手 good or not. So can mechanical hands be successful? They are doing the experiments, and then they see move the finger, so it's successful. What's the secret in mechanical hand or arm? Let's see this part. So in this 机械手臂, 4 types of sensors are in it. Their position, strength, accelerated speed, and posture. So there's 4 types. And also in total, 16 sensors. So this sensors help us stimulate sense of hands. Now we can see what Gu Yue can do with the mechanical arm. You can hold a cup and the glass and the pen. Here also, you can do the 干杯cheer. So after this, Gu Yue become the product tester in this company. You can see he also do some introduction about the product. Tech tester. So this is a good example of this. Technology makes a better world. Just now we just see the images, pictures. Now let's see how they really move 这个机械手。看一看。这个5月它有了它的机械手。好 ，just now we introduced 机械手 for human. Let's see another kind of 机械手. Chinese space stations giant mechanical arm or say robotic arm. So this thing, not for human again, but for 空间站 space stations. 我们看一下这个叫in the news you can also see 机械臂机械臂什么I think they also need to fix it. Not forever. 机械好，机械臂 continue. 这个机械臂呢 is developed by China Aerospace Science and Technology Corporation. 看机械臂 what's the function? It's used to ensure the safety and operation of the space station. To fix the station, space station when there are problems, and also to assist 太空 knots. 太空 knots actually is a new design word for Chinese astronauts, because space in Chinese is 太空. So 太空 in extravehicular activities. It means the space. So in this picture, you can see 2021年7月4日 in this date 在机械臂的辅助下with the help of 机械臂 and 神舟12号的 taikonauts, they go out of the space and do some missions. For this 机械臂 the length is 10.2 米 10.2 meters, and maximum load 25 tons. But this one, do you have any question? In real 太空, no gravity, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure how this one maybe is set on Earth. 好，这个let's see 机械臂. There are 3 wrist joints. So 3 this part, and 1 elbow joint. This one, no S here. 3 shoulder joints. This thing. So you can see 这个是 1 wrist, 肘 elbow, here shoulder. And also 2 end effector ends. And here effector ends, I think it's similar to like the fingers part here. Do some real things. And here 7 degrees of freedom, which you can go around. 看一下这个 another. And for this 2 end effector ends, they are at wrist joints and can climb on the surface. So it's like this one will go to another place, and this one. So it's like to climb. And also, the 末端 effector ends can catch flight vehicle. So this is the function. And also change postures. Just like our hands, we can do like this, like paper, scissors, something. So this one is also similar. And also it's replaceable and detachable. You can separate it. Here are the camera at wrist joint. So you can see in the news, we can see the taikonauts, astronauts, and the pictures was made by the camera at wrist joint. So we can see the instant images outside. 好，在这里这里有一个 CCU Central Control Unit at elbow joint, and this one is similar to the brain of robotic arm. Here is a very professional word in 计算机. Do we have 计算机 student computer? Do you know what's this? Ethernet switch. Anyone know how to explain it? I don't have the professional knowledge, but this thing, in the introduction, it says they use this to transform the pictures made by camera, maybe storage or transmit. Now here is the starting point of 机械臂. 现在我们看一看let's see how does 机械臂 work.
监测报告，大臂运动式安装建构型。
这个就是大名鼎鼎的中国空间站机械臂。目前呢，它的状态是一个发射段的初始状态，就是这样躺平的一个状态。这个机械臂呢，一共是分为3个肩、1个肘和3个腕，外加2个末端支撑机构。那它整个展开之后的长度呢，是超过10米。
76度呢，相当于是肩部36度，肘部1个，腕部36度，相当于是就是滚转偏航加俯仰是36度，就是肩部和腕部分别是对称的，所以加起来是76度。
这个就是末端支撑机构，它是连接在手腕部分的。那通过它呢，就可以实现机械臂的爬行以及飞行器的捕获等等任务。在空间站上一共有2个这样的机构，那它是可以更换和拆卸的。根据任务不同呢，未来呢，这个末端执行机构可以变换不同的姿态。我们形象呢，来给大家举个例子啊，它就像一个手，连接的部分那就是手腕。这个手呢，我是可以变换姿态的，我可以变成拳头，变成剪刀，变成布。在空中呢就可以实现拆场，在空中呢就可以实现拆场。
1个字，绝。包括机械臂在舱站上进行爬行的时候，也是通过这个末端执行器来，就是捕获舱站上的那个目标设备器来实现一个固联。包括这个末端上还配置了这个画布相机，就是通过这个相机的监视的话，可以实时成像这个舱外的一些图像，包括空间站表面，还有一些航行操作的一些场景，都可以通过这个相机来观测。
那它末端的这个执行器的这个捕获装置啊，它是可以拆卸可以换的吗？
这个整个末端是可以互换的，
整个
末端是可以整体来更换。对。
那我们能不能在一个机械臂上安一个剪刀？
这个比较有想象力，就是网友发的这个视频，对，其实以后可以往这个方向去尝试，对。反正它现在这个技术的话，它是比较通用的。
这还是有可能啊。
这个的话就是机械臂的一个肘部，它是包括一个关节，然后这边的话是一个中央控制器。这个中央控制器的话就相当于整个机械臂的
control unit.
就是机械臂的到时候
Like the brain to control the whole 机械臂。
中央控制器来，这个来传递。这个是一个以太网交换机，就是机械臂上面本身有这个腕部相机、肘部相机，它各路相机这个图像下传和收集都是靠这个交换机来进行一个中转。
How to climb？
机械臂的起始位置，机械臂去工作的时候都是从这个位置来出发的。发射上以后，机械臂会自己爬升嘛？
你看那儿有一个大柱状，那儿有一个圆圈，加上长速坐行，就是机械臂在这儿停泊。对，在机械臂会，对，在这儿，机械臂会一直在这儿停泊啊，这是将来可以在舱上爬行。我们舱上有这样的这个适配器，目标适配器，这样的话机械臂可以用来在这个舱上进行爬行。
The extra part is go to the canteen. Do you want to see it? The canteen for the workers, designers in this. So we can go faster.
大家看一下。
So 机械臂的designers, researchers, they eat food here. 好，这个是机械臂，中国空间站的机械臂。好，I'll have 5 more minutes. Okay, so last time I said review what we've learned last time. Did you still remember their names? 那我们看一下啊。If you know, you can say 你可以说这个是什么？这个是屈原离吗？The first one is wrong. 不是。 什么？Yeah, online students also can answer together. 不是。哎，how can I get it? 好，for online students, do you know? 不是，you just say every day. The first one 是什么？
溯源力
啊，对，这个是盾车。好，它是做什么的？What's the function? It's used for what? Sorry? Prepare land? Sow seeds? No. 对，是 cover seeds with soil. You can see it's very heavy. Then you will press the soil. 好，这个呢？这个什么？对，这个是屈原梨啊，它是做什么的？对，这个是 prepare land。这个呢？不是。统车，这个是统车，它是做什么的？对的，irrigate。这个呢？对，楼车，它是对，给放下种子是吧？Seeds in the box，and then go down。好，它是 sow seeds。好，最后一个 finally，龙骨水车。Do you still remember the literal meaning of 龙骨水车？龙骨，龙 ，what is 龙？ No one knows. Dragon. Long dragon. Okay. Bones. Dragon bones. So we said it's similar to imaginary dragon bones. 龙骨水车. How the function? You can have水车. Which one is related to 水啊？是 irrigation 好，那这是 agricultural machines, simple machines. Let's say this part. It's about the timing tools. 第一个是什么 ？Remember? Which one is related to sun?
日晷。
很好啊。你看一下 online students answer. 这个是日晷。这个呢？Use the water to time. 不是。So this one, all use water. 对，这个是漏刻water clock. 这个the big building. 3 stories 是什么 ？Online students 知道吗？You can also watch. 这个是什么？记得吗？不是这个我直接告诉你，水运仪象台So this one, the first floor is this thing, second floor is this thing, and third floor is the lower floor is the water clock, big water clock. 好，这个是什么？ Or what's the function of this thing? 不是轨表，这个是混象混象这个是 demonstrate the movements of stars。这个呢？是什么？Similar to this one， 漏刻also water clock， water can come to H box。好，这个。
混印。
我听到浑仪。好 ，last one， 最后一个 啊，规表。
规表。
好的。好，那大家可以再去复习一下啊，review what we talk about ancient machine。好的，那我们今天就上到这了啊，Thank you for watching and learning。下课了。
再见，老师。
谢谢老师，再见。
老师。
好，再见。
老师再见。